Well, there's some questions about any aspect of this.
One question. Could you tell us of some movies that may portray a Christian virtue?
Well, yes, there are lots of them, but they don't make them anymore. Maybe they do once in a while, but it's very rare.
Old ones.
Well, any old movie like Shakespearean plays, Hamlet, any of the... There's a lot of good English movies made in the 50s, and stories of Dickens, like the Pickwick Papers and something. Usually, sometimes you can see them on television even, but it's interrupted by commercials so much that you lose the point. So, sometimes in big cities there'll be a theater that specializes in those kinds of films. If you look, you can see all kinds of, especially these movies from the 50s, maybe even 60s, that are dramatizations of novels or plays, classic plays, and often they're very well done, and there's a point. Everything of Dickens is that way. It's full of Christianity. It doesn't mention Christ even, but it's full of love. Like this hero, we saw this last Christmas, the Pickwick Papers. And it's quite well done, and portrayed sort of evil in its ugly form. And there was one character, Pickwick, who is simply a person who refuses to give up his innocence in trusting people. And finally he gets put in the debtor's prison because he trusted. And there comes to him the man who put him in prison finally, and seduced his some kind of relative or something, and everything else. And Pickwick gives him money and weeps over him, so he can buy a meal because he has no money to buy food in debtor's prison. And you see this criminal, this person who's taking advantage of everybody, a real no-gooder, and one little tear falls from his eye. And at the end, Mr. Pickwick is triumphant because he trusted men. That is, basically, he's a Christian. He trusts them. In the end, he wins because people's hearts are changed. And there are lots of movies like that that show these old movies, quite a few of them, that show either the passions of men, the innocence, various Christian virtues. In fact, these 19th century novels on which they're based are all very down to earth and real, and they show how to sort of live a normal life, and how to deal with these various passions which arise. So they don't give it on a spiritual level, but they give, by showing it in life and having a basic Christian understanding of life, it's very beneficial. But the movies nowadays, I don't know of any that are that way. Maybe here and there there's one. They're all becoming so weird. Yes?
I was wondering about the Chariots of Fire, like you were talking about. I haven't seen the movie, but is it supposed to be...
Chariots of Fire, I don't know what that is.
This is the runners. The runners. Yeah, it's a good one, yeah.
So I think in fact that we should seek out more of these old movies. And range for sure. They don't cost much. There are various people who you can buy, you rent the movie for $50, sometimes less. You get a group together, say a church group, get together and show some of these movies. It's very good. The young people are interested in it. The show, it shows how people behaved on the screen and in real life before all these weird movies and television programs came into fashion.
That's exactly what we had in mind. We're going to have a retreat where we're going to stress the theme of otherworldliness, and we'd like part of that retreat to be of a movie portraying Christian nature.
I'm wondering about your mentioning of the EP, whether a positive approach would be a kind of a constructive spiritual criticism rather than total rejection of it. You know, it's discerning what's bad and what's good about it, because some of the scenes are hard-played. And that's the difficult.
Yes, I would say yes, in that respect, there's something to be said for that. But Dickens is heartwarming with regard to normal everyday life. And this is heartwarming with regard to some kind of freak. And it becomes like a savior, this freakish thing. And therefore the good, undoubtedly is a good effect and well done. But the fact that it's so freakish and weird and abnormal already takes away the benefit of the positive experience. Compared to our times, of course, compared to many movies, in that respect it's positive. But the very fact that it has in its very center this freakish thing, I think is a very big thing against it.